Fixed ratio money management is a popular alternative to the fixed fractional approach. I'll explain how fixed ratio sizing works, demonstrate its application to a strategy, and cover some of its benefits and drawbacks.
Here's how you calculate your lot size using fixed ratio money management. The lot increment is the amount your lot sizes increase each time. I'm trading Forex here, so I'll use a 0.01 lot increment. The delta is the profit you need to accumulate per lot increment before you can increase your size by one increment. The delta determines the aggressiveness of your money management. The smaller the delta, the faster your lot sizes increase, and the more risk you assume. The equity step is the additional profits you need to accumulate before you can increase sizing again. It is calculated as the number of lot increments taken thus far multiplied by the delta. As such, whenever you increase your sizing, your equity step increases by the delta amount. Let me illustrate with an example. Suppose you start trading with a $10,000 account. Your starting lot size is 0.01, with increments of 0.01 lots, and your delta is $2,000. After bagging some handsome pips, your account equity increases to $12,000, giving you an equity step of $2,000. Using the formula earlier, your new lot size is 0.02 lots. Similarly, when your account reaches $16,000, your equity step is $4,000, giving you 0.03 lots. You can repeat this process to determine what account equity you need for subsequent lot sizes. Notice how your chosen delta value remains constant, although the required equity step from the previous lot size increases with time. So how does this stack up against the ever-popular fixed fractional method? Let's find out. To test both money management methods, I'll use a euro-dollar trend following strategy that was automatically generated using StrategyQuant's genetic algorithm. It uses a 60 pip stop loss that will be used to compute lot sizes for the fixed fractional method. Here's the strategy's performance over the past 17 years, using a fixed 0.1 lot size on a $10,000 account. The equity curve contains a good mix of flat periods, run-ups, and drawdowns. Perfect to test the effects of money management. Let's start with fixed fractional first. AlgoWizard offers fixed fractional as one of its default money management methods. At the top right of your screen, you can select from a few default options. We'll select Risk Fixed % of account and configure its settings. The strategy automatically detects the 60 pip stop loss and will calculate lot sizes using this formula. This is the percentage of your account that you risk per trade. Let's be conservative and select 1%. Size decimals is the number of decimal places your lot size will contain. Since we can trade increments of 0.01 lots in Forex, select 2. This is the backup lot size that will be used if the fixed fractional computation fails for any reason. Input a small value. Maximum lots is a safeguard and places a cap on your lot size. Now let's redo the backtest. The blue chart labeled volume shows the progression of the lot sizes. It doubled from the initial 0.16 to 0.32 lots, corresponding to a doubling of the account size. The backtest metrics are shown above. Both net profit and drawdown have increased, but notice that the return over drawdown ratio has decreased from 4.74 to 4.09. This is because the strategy's biggest losing streaks occurred after the lot sizes had increased significantly, resulting in larger gross losses. If these had instead occurred at the start of the backtest, the return over drawdown would have increased. Take note of the 4.09 return over drawdown and the 14.56% drawdown. We'll use these metrics to see how fixed ratio money management compares. Let's set it up. First, we need to decide on a starting lot size. Since the fixed fractional approach above started with 0.16 lots, we'll make 0.16 our starting lot size. Remember how the delta value controls the aggressiveness of the fixed ratio approach? To ensure a fair comparison with the fixed fractional approach, we'll tailor the delta value such that we get a similar maximum drawdown of 14.56% over the backtest. I tried an initial $2,000 delta and it only produced a 10% drawdown, so I repeatedly decreased the delta as shown below. Turns out a $70 delta gives a 14.85% drawdown. That's close enough for me. With this delta value, I reran the backtest with fixed ratio money management. The equity curve looks pretty similar to the fixed fractional one. Lot sizes also doubled from the initial 0.16, and performance metrics are marginally better. Both methods use a compounding approach and have been normalized to achieve the same drawdown over the backtest. Can we figure out what's different? For the fixed ratio approach, I decided to determine the percent of the account I was risking with each lot size. The risk per trade is calculated as lot size multiplied by the 60 pip stop loss, multiplied by $10 per pip. Midpoint of required equity refers to the average of the required equities for the current lot size and the next larger lot size. It seems that you're risking a larger percent of your account during the earlier stages of the backtest. As lot sizes continue to increase past 0.33, the percentage continues to drop. Contrast this with the fixed fractional approach, where 1% of your account is risked every trade. This unequal approach to trade risk is probably the main reason driving these differences. Performance-wise, both money management methods produced largely similar risk-adjusted returns, with fixed ratio pulling slightly ahead. In addition, fixed ratio is arguably more versatile because you don't need to know your trade risk beforehand. Recall that you only need your accumulated profits and delta value to compute your lot size. This might come in handy if you don't use a predetermined stop loss or are using indicator-based exits. Unfortunately, the fixed ratio's unequal approach to individual trade risk doesn't seem to be a prudent option. It assumes the most risk at the start of trading, when you're the least confident about your strategy, and the effects of compounding diminish as your account grows. Since you never know when your strategy will underperform, why risk a larger amount at any point in time? I personally use the fixed fractional approach because of its simplicity and even distribution of risk. I've had no complaints so far. Like any other strategy parameter, your money management can be optimized to suit your backtest. This means, for any sequence of trades, a particular money management method may just happen to outperform the rest. I am not aware of any method that is universally superior. I'll offer two simple recommendations if you're struggling with your money management choice. Use a compounding approach such that your strategy's edge gets amplified as your account grows. Both the fixed fractional and fixed ratio approaches above produced much higher profits than the fixed lots backtest. Be conservative. Even a good strategy will eventually suffer a losing streak. You have to stay in it to win it. Do support the channel by subscribing, and see you at the next one.